The venerable .45 ACP is one of the most well-regarded handgun rounds in American history, and one of the most popular as well. While this is great for us .45 fans, it does mean that it can be hard to narrow down the best .45 ACP handguns. After all, with so many good options, it can be hard to separate out the truly great, which is exactly where we come in, as today we bring you the top 8 .45 ACP pistols for 2023. Number 8. HK45 Tactical, $1,000. First up, we have our top choice, the HK45 Tactical. While not perfect, this full-size .45 is one of the best guns we've tested in years. It was originally developed as part of the U.S. military's Joint Combat Pistol Program back in 2006 as a more tactical variant of the existing and incredibly popular HK45. The newer tactical version keeps the same full-size frame and total reliability of that original gun, as well as the same basic ergonomic stylings, including interchangeable backstraps, molded finger grooves, and a Picatinny rail up front for mounting a light or laser. You also get a threaded barrel and Truglo suppressor height fiber optic sights that work to capture all available light. The sights on this gun are particularly great and are manufactured solely for HK. We personally find them very accurate, and we bet you will too. Of course, if you're going to be using this for something like home defense, you should look into some self-illuminating sights for the extra peace of mind in case something goes bump in the night. Thankfully, the HK45 enjoys a robust aftermarket. All in all, if you're looking for a full-size duty-style .45 ACP to carry or home defense, then it's hard to argue with the specs or impressive reputation of the HK45 Tactical. This awesome handgun has been proven to be as reliable as Demise and Taxes. What's not to love? The sights on this gun are particularly great and are manufactured solely for HK. We personally find them very accurate, and we bet you will too. Of course, if you're going to be using this for something like home defense, you should look into some self-illuminating sights for the extra peace of mind in case something goes bump in the night. Number 7. Sig Sauer P220 Legion, $1,300. Next up, we have the Sig Sauer P220 Legion, one of our all-time favorites. The standard P220 is an extremely popular duty gun with law enforcement, especially at the federal level, and the Legion Edition just ramps things up with some gorgeous and extremely grippy G10 grips and some high-vis night sights. You also get improved cocking serrations. The heavy steel frame of this gun absolutely soaks up the recoil of the .45 ACP, making this not just one of the softest shooting guns on today's list, but one of the softest shooting guns we have ever had the pleasure of owning, at least as far as centerfire pistols go. It's also just as reliable as anything made by man can be, with some folks we know and trust telling us that they put over 1,000 rounds through it without cleaning and never experienced a stoppage. We certainly don't recommend doing that, and definitely clean ours more often than that, but hey, what an endorsement, right? All in all, SIG has another hit on their hands with the Legion version of the venerable P220. This gun is as reliable as you could ask a firearm to be, and shoots incredibly well to boot. Another great option in the full-size category. Number 6. Wilson Combat Tactical Carry, $4,085. We're sure some of you have been getting a little itchy seeing no 1911s in this video so far, but don't worry, we've got you one hell of a 1911 style gun here. The Wilson Combat Tactical Carry is a custom-designed update to the revered 1911 platform that brings John Moses Browning's great gift to gun owners into the 21st century and truly makes it a force to be reckoned with. The Tactical Carry features all of Wilson Combat's excellent upgrades, such as a full-size carbon steel frame, their bulletproof round butt magwell, an improved trigger, improved thumb safety with machined thumb rest, and some utterly gorgeous G10 grips. All of this combines to give us one of the most accurate firearms on the entire planet. We're serious, this is one of the most accurate handguns we've ever fired, and we shoot and test guns for a living. It's pricey, but if you want the absolute top-of-the-line performance out of a .45 ACP platform, then get your credit card out and add this onto your safe. All in all, Wilson Combat guarantees this pistol to be mechanically capable of 1-inch groups at 25 yards. We don't shoot that good most days, and we bet you don't either. If you want something pretty much guaranteed to be more accurate than you are, or you just want to own the ultimate expression of the 1911 design, this is the one to get. Number 5. FNX 45 Tactical, $1,199. Next up, we have another graduate of the Joint Combat Pistol Program, the FNX 45 Tactical. This handgun was specifically designed to take a lickin' and keep on tickin', even in the harshest of conditions on the world's most challenging battlefields. FN makes good stuff, and has done so for military and civilian shooters for decades. They brought all those years of experience to bear on this one, and the result is damn near magical. This thing is quite simply one of the finest shooting guns we own or ever will own. It's more accurate than we are and more accurate than anyone that we've ever lent it to. It'll always do its job, even if we don't do ours. It's also got a 15-round capacity, making it an extremely attractive choice for home defense and is actually our #1 recommendation for that role out of all the guns on today's list. You can also take this to competition matches and know that your performance will be all on your own head. Definitely no blaming the gun for a miss in the white with this one. It also has all the features you could want, such as suppressor height night sights, an adjustable trigger, a match-grade barrel, and an external extractor that functions as a loaded chamber indicator. Honestly, this one missed being our top pick by about 2 points out of 100 on the sheet when we tallied everything up. It's as good as you could ask a .45 ACP handgun to be in a modern duty gun format, and mine frequently lives in my nightstand safe. We can't recommend it any higher than that. They brought all those years of experience to bear on this one, and the result is damn near magical. This thing is quite simply one of the finest shooting guns we own or ever will own. It's more accurate than we are and more accurate than anyone that we've ever lent it to. It'll always do its job, even if we don't do ours. Number 4, Smith & Wesson Shield 45, $550. There's only really one subcompact one in today's video, and it's not because we don't like subcompacts. It's because it's really hard to do a subcompact .45 ACP well. Fortunately, Smith & Wesson is here to save the day with the Shield 45. This .45 ACP version of their incredibly popular Shield line has been out for several years now, and while it has some competition on the market now, it's still the only .45 ACP we want to carry concealed. It's incredibly thin and lightweight, and while recoil is definitely noticeable, the stellar grip ergonomics make the gun very controllable even under rapid strings of fire. If you're looking to carry a .45 ACP every day, especially concealed, then this is the best option for you in our opinion. It's accurate, lightweight, easy to shoot, and comes in more different flavors than you can get out of a Coke freestyle machine. Number 3, Glock 21 plus 21 SF, $500. Come on, we can't have any list of best handguns without including at least one Glock, right? Love them or hate them, there's no denying that Glocks just work, and in a world where the bare minimum sometimes seems like too much to ask for, there's something to be said for a pistol that just works. And make no mistake, the G21 and G21 SF work. Rain, sleet, snow, forget to clean it, cleaned it too much, they just go bang every time without complaint. If you're worried at all about reliability in your handgun and want to sleep easy, then the G21 or G21 SF, or short frame, are both great options for you. The trigger is a standard Glock trigger, which is either a good or a bad thing depending on your perspective and fondness for Glocks, and the sights are standard Glock sights, which means you can at least swap them out quickly and easily. And of course, if you want to tinker and upgrade your gun, then the G21s have you covered. While there aren't quite as many aftermarket upgrades for this model as there are for the 9mm models, there's still enough to give you a headache trying to look through them all. All in all, this Glock is made of Glock. And if you're into that sort of thing, and you want one in .45 ACP, then you'll be into this. The G21 and G21 SF work. Rain, sleet, snow, forget to clean it, cleaned it too much, they just go bang every time without complaint. Number 2, Springfield Armory 1911 Loaded, $1,000. Next up we have another 1911, the Springfield Armory 1911 Loaded Edition. We have tested a lot of 1911s over the years. Our spouses and bank accounts would probably say too many 1911s, but that's our problem, not yours. In that time, we've developed a strong sense of what's out there and what you should expect to get for your money. So we wanted to find a 1911 that was both a good shooter and a good value. And that's how we found the Loaded Edition. This gun is, as the name implies, absolutely stuffed full of every upgrade and custom shop-style accessory Springfield could think of, including an ambi safety, polished speed trigger, tritium 3-dot sights, a match-grade barrel, and a forged slide. We really appreciate the sights in particular for being both self-illuminating and low-profile to avoid snagging on the draw, even from concealment. It also has an extended beaver tail safety and is available in both classic Parkerized finishes as well as some truly gorgeous stainless finishes, our personal favorite. There's also a Marine Corps-inspired operator version with a green frame and Picatinny rail for a light. We've been shooting this one for a while, and it has absolutely stolen our hearts. We just wish we had bought this one first before we bought some of our other 1911s. If you're looking for a modern 1911 that will perform extremely well without breaking the bank, then this is the one to go with. 1911s are notoriously jam-happy in this price range, but we've had no issues with the loaded model from SA. This gun is, as the name implies, absolutely stuffed full of every upgrade and custom shop-style accessory Springfield could think of, including an ambi safety, polished speed trigger, tritium 3-dot sights, a match-grade barrel, and a forged slide. Number 1. Ruger REDHAWK 45 ACP Auto, $1,379. We're going to end on something a little different, a 45 ACP revolver. I know, right? The Ruger REDHAWK comes in a few different chamberings, but our favorite is the 45 ACP model. This gun is so accurate it's silly, even with the moon clips. It's a double single-action model with a smooth but heavy double-action trigger pull and a suitably crisp and clean single-action pull that, on ours at least, is almost too light. Almost. It's also heavy enough that 45 ACP recoil is light. Shooting 45 ACP out of this feels comparable to shooting 38 Special in other full-size revolvers. The lasered hardwood grips are also textured very nicely to further help you tame the recoil, and they look damn fine as well. Overall, we'd say this is one of the best-looking guns on the list, if only because of the awesome Old West aesthetic. While not the semi-auto pistol you were probably expecting, the Ruger REDHAWK revolver absolutely deserves its place on this list. It's a hard-hitting gun that tames the recoil of the 45 load it's chambered for admirably. There are a lot of great 45 ACP handguns out there, but only a few can really be called the best of the best. Our overall pick is the HK45 Tactical because of its excellent reliability and wide variety of aftermarket accessories, but there are plenty more good options to choose from. Of course, the goal is not to advertise you on any particular handgun, but instead to arm you with the knowledge that you need to then arm yourself with the best handgun for you. This list is full of great handguns, all tested and selected by our team of experts to be the absolute best of the best on the market today. Now all you have to do is decide which one you want to add to your own collection. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you another time.